Oh my God. All right, so I'm finna do your intro. Let's get it going.
All right, let's go.
Welcome back to Black Girl Tired Booktalk. I am your host, Storm. I am here with the dynamic author, KT Adler, who writes romance across intersections of interracial, multicultural, contemporary, and now paranormal mythic fantasy, with a growing catalog that spans the best-selling. Uh-oh, I can hear your. Oh, there you go. The best-selling Lakeshore series, Rhett and Tariq, the warm-hearted and steamy sprinkle of spice series, The Family Man Unexpectedly in Love, and her latest electrifying contribution to the Wanderlust Emporium multi-author universe, The Cursed Chalice. My God. KT Adler has cemented herself as a storyteller who blends passion, humor, tension, and vulnerability with characters readers genuinely root for. Her work explores messy love, healed wounds, complicated attraction, and the deep intimacy that forms when two people learn to trust beyond fear. She is a favorite amongst my friend group who want romance with cultural nuance, emotional maturity, and just the right amount of spice. Okay, I'm gonna take you off mute now. Uh oh, hold on.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. All
I
right.
said that was beautiful. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. All
That's so
right.
nice. Now, listen, if my accent, I'm going to talk slow
Girl,
because,
I'm used to that type of accent. Girl,
honey, if my accent pick up speed, just say, Katie, you're talking too fast. Right?
girl, girl. I'm used to they might not be used to it, but yeah.
Because
That's
when the speed pick up, it just sounds like that's the only time I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I know
And
what
you'll
you're
never.
talking about.
Okay, good. All right. Okay.
I was in the military with too many Caribbean people. I know
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
So
All
you
right.
ain't even gonna phase me. All right. So what made writing feel so natural for you? Was there a moment you knew storytelling was your lane?
My God, that's a good question. Honestly, I stumbled into writing. Like,
Mm.
even though culturally storytelling is a thing, here in
Mm-hmm.
Trinidadian, that's what we do when we hang out. We tell stories, even if it's about relationships. And it's just a way we communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I moved from Trinidad to America maybe like 5 years ago. Fell in
Mm-hmm.
love with an old sweetheart of mine, and I found a competition online,
Mm-hmm.
literally asking for a chapter of a book. I did it. And luckily, the publisher said, "We want you." I learned from the publisher, and here I am now.
Mm.
So to say that um, writing found me is like I found writing, if that makes any sense.
That makes total sense. So you write interracial multicultural romance. Why does this
Hmm.
genre speak to you creatively and personally?
Good question. It's just what I fell into. Honestly,
Mm.
I fell into interracial because that was my publisher and they were doing. I fell into it. It
Mm.
wasn't something I chose. Again, it chose me. My first publisher was an interracial writer,
Mm-hmm.
and working under her house, I was like, okay, if that's what we're doing, I have stories to tell. So if I had fell into AA, most likely I'd have been an AA writer. If I'd felt, and I think my aim overall is to know that Black women of any culture should be loved
Facts.
by any man, any woman, any
Facts.
alien. It's just we
Facts.
need to be loved. So I'm happy I fell into AA. I mean into interracial, but if I'd fall into any other field, it would have been the same thing. As long
Mm-hmm.
as the Black women in my book are loved to the best of my ability. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense. Perfect sense.
Okay.
So you have several books under your belt now. I know you were published with Blue Sapphire at one
Yep,
point in
she's a great
time.
writer. Hmm.
Excellent. I can hope it's like
She
that.
is.
How has being an author helped you grow your voice, imagination, and your confidence?
Ooh, each book I strive to get better.
Mm.
you know, that kind of thing. So with each book, like for my first, I think my first spicy scene with Rhett, I was like, I wonder if I should write this. I wonder if they would like this. And now in Cursed Chalice is like, stick your tongue out. Does that make
Mm.
sense? Stick your tongue out. It's a progression of having fear of a first book to being confident now. At least a little more confident. Don't get me wrong, as Gucci Moringas. To be a little more confident now. It's I think it's time progression,
Mm.
hearing from readers, hearing reviews from readers, be it good or bad, learning from it. Those things to me cause growth, you know?
Mm. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Because Aries, oh my god, he was fucking the brakes off of her ass. Uh, that whole kitchen scene. Woo! Yeah.
I'm so happy you liked it.
I loved it. What makes a character in your world stand out? Like, what qualities does a KT Adler's hero or heroine have to have?
They have to be funny. They
Mm.
have to be funny. Like my men have to say something that make you want to throw your Kindle or your book across the room.
Oh, you
Like
mean like
that. Yeah,
Eric? Yeah.
yeah. Like there should be something in that one book that make it go, this man is a horrible person, but I can't help but like him. You know, it should make you. In my mind, what I want for my readers is that if you're reading this book 2 o'clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to cackle hard enough that somebody should be like, "Oh my god, I shouldn't be laughing so hard in the morning." You know. So that's what I try to accomplish in each book. That each character, be it a secondary character like Hecate or a front character like Rhett,
Demos.
each
That's
of those
how
character, the most purpose.
he was funny as hell.
It's supposed to. I really enjoy. I think that my job as a writer is to really invoke emotions within the reader. You guys spend money on us, money
Mm-hmm.
that could have been dedicated to something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for that reason, when you open a KT Adler book, I really want you to feel that that money was worth spending, you know, that kind of thing. And when you close it, you should feel happy that you had the journey of the story while reading. So I think I take all those little nuances into consideration while I'm writing, but I really want you ladies to laugh your guts off
Mm.
while reading the book, most of all.
Okay. So let's get into the Lakeshore series. Book one, Red.
Yes,
Um, Red Banner lives.
yes,
He has his own rules. No love,
yes,
no attachments, no mixing
yes.
business with pleasure. What inspired this emotionally guarded hero?
I will tell you a secret. I think each character of mine have a piece of my personality.
Mm.
And Rhett, unfortunately, don't judge me, has a lot of my personality of not caring what the masses think. Rhett and I are not similar, but quite. Does that make sense? Like we are not similar. I'm not like a whole asshole, sorry. But I understand the point of, I will take the risk and do this. And
Mm.
that's who's Rhett is. So I think, and plus I think also writers write from a place of knowing. So for example, I know you're doing the shadows of forever. I'm waiting for your book, by the way. I'm waiting for your book patiently. I was going to come to be an art reader, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to do arts, but we'll come to that. But if you look at your characters yourself, I'm sure you would see pieces of yourself within your characters.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's not like Rhett and I are like the same person, but there are pieces of Rhett like totally. I'm like,
Okay. So what about Zeta? Zeta is doing a what was it, a secret assignment. Um
yes, she was.
and she's more strategic and no emotion. How did you shape her moral conflict between loyalty and desire?
Because as Black women, we have a thing of putting family first.
Mm-hmm.
And because we put family first, sometimes it blurs the line of what is right and wrong.
Mm.
I see plenty in news reports where somebody's son does something wrong and we go, he was a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's my son. We tend to blur the lines a lot with family. And in us blurring the lines, we tend to also sacrifice ourselves a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We sacrifice ourselves a lot. And I think that was the case with Zita, is that she blurred the lines so much for her family, she didn't realize that she was sacrificing herself so much until maybe the last two chapters of the book.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Rhett's never turning into maybe is such a strong type tension point. What made you want to play with rules being broken through chemistry?
That's a real good question. I think when rules are broken, a story becomes better.
Mm,
Because we are accustomed to following rules, right? And when we follow rules, we expect things to go a certain way.
mm-hmm.
But when a rule is broken, it brings surprise into a story. It brings that aha moment. It makes a reader feel angry. You might feel upset. But all because you broke that one rule, it erupted so much emotions, not only within you as a writer, but also to the reader.
Mm.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can see that. I definitely can see that. So, how important was the power dynamic in this book? Like boss assistant, trust versus betrayal, the gray areas between them.
Um, Red was a book I had, again, just come to America to live. So learning about American culture, um, and knowing that the woman I'm writing is African American and not Caribbean plays a big part in that.
Mm,
So I know it does because the way a Caribbean woman, there's a lot of things I learned while writing Red. I don't want to go off track. But for example, I'm a black woman. I know
mhm.
that. But America made me understand it. Does that make sense?
Yes, very much
So
so.
so I learned that black is not a color here, it's a culture.
Hmm.
And it's a culture that's surrounding the whole world. So the person I'm writing as a black woman has to be culturally fit. She can't be, I don't want to say it, how do I say it in American? She can't be, in Trinidad, we will say move along. She
A
can't be
damsel in
like
distress.
a constant damsel in distress.
Yeah,
I'm not saying she can't be soft because
yeah,
she does have soft moments, but she can't be, oh my God, help, I can't do
yeah,
it
yeah.
constantly. Because culturally, the woman who's reading my book, that could really annoy her.
Hmm. Hmm.
Even though it's my story, yes, but culturally, I have to consider it,
Totally understand that. I like that. So, what themes were you exploring with Rhett and Zeta's loyalty, family duty, forbidden love, redemption? What was the themes you were trying to go for?
I was really aiming for the theme I was aiming for most was enemy to lovers.
Mm,
Um, I really wanted to hit that mark hard. Um, Rat and Zeta is not insta love. There's nothing insta love about them.
no.
Rat is a horrible. I have a fan base where people are absolutely. I talk about women who will die hard for Rat online because with the help of friends, he now has a personality, Facebook page, a voice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When
What?
I did Rat's
What?
promo, when I did Rat's promo, Rat has a Facebook page. Rat was talking to people online. Um, so there was a strong fan base for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was really aiming for them not to like each other at all.
Oh
So
wow.
once, yeah, I didn't want Rat and Zeta to be like, oh my God, I love you so much from chapter one. No, 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 no. He threw away her breakfast. He was in her face. When I wrote Red, I was like, people would not like this book, but coming full circle as regards to the ending, it really creates a better journey of seeing
Mm-hmm.
them progress from being enemies to coming to be lovers. Yeah, it does take a bit to warm up to him. Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed, agreed. Miss
I
Chocolate
still don't
Lover,
like them, but y'all go
and
up.
yeah, I
Y'all
know.
got. I got it.
But you know, me as a writer, I'm telling you, Tarek is my favorite. Even though I
Yeah,
love,
I'm about to get into him. I am. So what scene in Red was the hardest emotionally to write? Like, which one was your guilty pleasure?
the hardest scene for me to write was Trent's death.
Mm.
I and during Rat, I lost so much family members. In fact, the beginning of Rat, I dedicated it to, I think I lost 12 family members within the year. Yep. Because it was just after COVID. And I had
Oh.
family members dying from COVID. Um, and when I wrote Rat, that scene with Trent had me in tears because I couldn't get to say goodbye to people back home. So
Mm-hmm.
Trent's death was like the only goodbye I had to ever write. So Trent
Mm.
was the hardest. See, I will never forget that. I burst down and I call tearing after
Mm-hmm.
crying my guts out because of writing Trent's suicidal scene without it being, oh my god, I cast it on Facebook. Sorry. On TikTok. Without being it was bad. But
Yeah.
the most pleasurable scene to write, the funniest scenes. I love writing when all the guys are together playing poker.
Mm-hmm.
I love those scenes. I love when they're playing poker, relaxing, and they're
Mm-hmm.
joking off each other. I love when they're drunk together. I think one of them woke up with a tie on their head. Somebody had a number written on their chest. I think that's the two scenes that really had
Yeah.
me feeling both pleasure and pain all at once.
So let's talk about Tarek.
Hi, baby.
Tarek is the man who claims he wants no commitment, no kids,
None,
no
none,
family. Yet
none.
the universe said otherwise.
Damn right.
What sparked his character?
um, Tarek. And I can't wait for you because for Shadow Forever is your first book, right?
Mm-hmm.
In your first book, you are gonna meet a host of the characters that you're gonna love and hate.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're about to read the second book, you realize that you have to go back to the first book to read it over. And then open a character Bible to see how they are. And
Yeah.
Tarek was the person I had to go back to. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to read the second book. I don't want to read the second book. And Tarek's character was very playboy. Tarek is very laissez-faire, playboy. We hang out tonight. Live for today. I remember writing my book. I do have a notebook on my table. Live for today, for tomorrow we will die. That is Tarek's. I wrote that in my notebook to remind myself what Tarek's behavior was like before he met Penny.
Mm.
He's a very unbothered, supposedly. Um, I would even call him a player, but he is a player. I don't even know. He's just he's not like Rat. He's not dark. He's not going to be running around killing anybody. Hey, but he's definitely a playboy.
Mm. Penny knows exactly what she wants, though. A baby, but not a man. How how did you shape her into a woman reclaiming her body, her future, and motherhood on her own terms?
I suffer from PCOS,
Mm.
and I hear from a lot of women now who also suffer from PCOS. It's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And reclaiming your power. How do I explain this nicely or something bad? Reclaiming your power as a black woman with PCOS when you're going to doctors and doctors telling you all the horrible. What I wrote in that scene when the doctor spoke to Penny, is what a doctor literally told me. Yeah, it's harsh, it's mean, but it's real. They don't talk
Wow.
to women nicely, particularly black women, at a
Mm-hmm.
doctor's office. They don't want to listen to my pain. I'm telling you, this is hurting. So I was like, you know what? That means if there are some other women within America who's reading this book might be going through the same thing Penny is going through.
Mm-hmm.
And she cannot go through it and be like, oh my gosh, my will is coming to end. No, 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 no. She's gonna go through it and she's gonna win at it.
Yeah.
You know? For everybody else who didn't get to win at PCOS, this character here is gonna win for you. That's exactly what I thought about when I was writing Penny. Like, okay, for us who can't win, Penny is gonna win for us, and she's gonna win loud and big, and she did.
I love that. This book tackles the modern family planning, single motherhood by choice, emotional unavailability. What drew you to those particular things? Now, you explained the PCOS thing, but what drew you to the emotional unavailability part?
In my song Weird, while doing research for Tarek, I was listening to a lot of red pill content.
Oh, God.
Gil, seriously, oh God is the best way to explain it. Because I needed to get into when I'm writing a book, the research I do is I literally have to purge myself after when I'm finished writing a book. I listen to like a month of red pill content for me to understand why it is this woman don't want no man at her side. Yeah? And after red pill was finished with me, I was like, okay, Penny, I understand why I don't want anybody here. Because all of a sudden these men have not all men, let me just say this, but the men under the red pill content have new rules about what women should do, how they should work, how they should walk, how they should talk, how they should. And Penny is not into, no.
She's
No.
not
What we
with
gonna
this.
do? No. What we gonna do? For all the red pill heifers, we are not going to become a single, and she's successful. She has the money to take care of her and her child. So it was my answer to red pill, like, no. All again, and now they say it in Trinidadian, all again, tie up. It's not happening. So she could take care of her child and herself on her own. But it took a lot of research to write Penny in that mindset. I will never do that red pill again. Thank you.
Yes.
Jesus,
So,
right.
yes. So the donor storyline is very unique and is very intimate. What research or emotional groundwork went into writing that dynamic? Because you said you suffer from PCOS. So how emotional was that for you?
Oh, it was again that scene where I wrote what the doctor said. My doctor said it for me. I am a crybaby. I'm just girl. It as a hot mess. I am a crybaby, so I cried for that scene because I remember how it was. I remember complaining to my doctor that I have pain. This is hurting, that is hurting, and they said take Tylenol. They
They
didn't examine
always
me.
say
I'm not
that.
even joking. I'm not even, they didn't examine me. They didn't do an ultrasound. He did nothing. And then I went to a next doctor, and I thought because she's a woman, it would have been different. Girl, it was worse than the male doctor. So those scenes with Penny stuck true to me because I just wanted to write it in a way that again that we won, you
Yeah.
know, because in those moments I felt like I wasn't winning. Like, and if I'm feeling like that, that means other women who read in this book, they're feeling like they're not winning either. And I needed a character again to win. If you hear
Yeah.
barking in the back, I'm sorry, it's my little puppy
Oh, you're
who causes
fine.
chaos within the house.
I got a big one, and he causes chaos. Um,
You have a
how?
big puppy?
Yeah. I would. They call him Cujo, but yeah.
Oh, you're a Rottweiler.
No, I have a bully pit, but these
Oh,
people on here be saying that he's not a puppy.
oh no, he's a puppy. Don't worry.
So, how did you balance humor, sexiness, tension, and real life fears about parenthood and partnership in this book?
Well, damn. You didn't
What?
even know how I balance it. No, these are good questions. I really enjoying this, but it's like, dang, how do I balance that? Storm Girl, honestly, I think it's just pacing and wanting to. So, like when I'm writing, I outline everything
Mm,
from chapter one to the last chapter. So I guess the pacing really does play really does play a big part in finding balance. You
mm,
know? The way I pace a book is it's pacing. It's definitely pacing. Pacing allows me to find balance because pacing tells me where to be funny. Pacing tells me where the good spicy scene will go. Pacing will tell me where good fight scene will. It's just in my perspective. But pacing, I think, is what achieves the balance of all those scenes. Yeah, Mina, something all wow. I
So,
liking it.
so Tarek starts changing before even realizing it. What
Yes.
moment do you think signals to the readers that he's falling?
That he is falling. Let me see. I think Tarek fell early. There's a scene where they are at nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if it met Cole, but Cole was having fun with two other women, and Tarek and Penny were in the it's at the beginning of the book. Yeah, for real, Shannon. They were in the corridors going somewhere. I can't remember where they were going, but they were going somewhere. And Cole tells Tarek, "Who's your treat? Who's your little friend to be back there? Who's a little friend?" And Tarek is like, "That's none of your business. That's none of your business." The moment he said that in the book, I was like, "Oh, so you fall already. You gone." And yes, he stopped smoking, but he
Yeah,
fell
that's
from
what
the
I was
beginning of the
gonna
book.
say. He did. He did.
In fact, he might have fallen earlier because even when he had, I think, you know what? No, I'll pull it back. You know when they had dinner on the table in the beginning of the book?
Mm-hmm.
The moment he sat down and eat, and he and Penny had like they were eating,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a next girl waiting, and he just sent the girl home. I
Oh,
think, as she said,
yeah.
stop smoking. He sent the girl that he had waiting, and this girl was waiting like since 1 o'clock in the morning for him to come and pick her up after.
He
And
did.
he and Penny were eating, and they were eating and just having a really good conversation. And then after Penny left, and the girl was like, "Hi, you ready to go?" He's like, "Yeah, you could go home." I think
He
it's from
sure
that moment.
did. He
Yeah, it's from
sure
there.
did.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So let's get into the Sprinkle of Spice series.
My babies.
Yo. The Family Man, book one. Sage is giving very don't talk to me, don't look at me, and keep your dog over there type energy. What inspired this grumpy, peace loving heroine?
I have a cousin called Sharon,
Mm-hmm.
who is the all the girls because I'm an only child.
Mm-hmm.
So I love sisterhood. It's a thing for me. I love community. I love sisterhood. I mean, I know it sounds corny, but I genuinely, the only child in me never had sisters. But I have cousins on my mother's side. I have
Mm-hmm.
cousins, and they're like my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of them represents a cousin that I absolutely love. Um, so Sage is Shah, aka Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Cassia is very bohemian, as my cousin Natasha. She's very yoga, bohemian. Um, Anise is my cousin Afisha,
Mm-hmm.
and Rosemary is a mix between me and my cousin Dora.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, it's just, I wrote that book in 2 weeks too. That's the fastest I've ever written a book, but I enjoyed writing. It's my simplest story, but I think I enjoyed writing Family Man the most. It was just a simple, cute story to write.
So Zach is overwhelmed with kids, life, and transitions. How did you capture single fatherhood in such an authentic way?
Because children are hard. Listen, children hard to deal with.
Hell yeah, they are.
Children hard to deal with. I don't have kids. I have a lot of nieces and nephews. Children are hard to deal with. And I mean, being single mother said, but single father have no idea sometimes what he doing.
Mm.
You know, he has no idea. And I think that Zach was a perfect example of I was living a great life, but now I have children. These two children to deal with, one with a smart mouth and one that doesn't talk. There is no gray lines between these two. They are the age of 5 So they could think for themselves, use the bathroom for themselves, but it could still cause a lot of pressure for a single father who is accustomed of living his life by himself. To have these two little cute gremlins come into his house, it's chaos. At least that's
Emphasis
what I
on the
thought.
gremlins. Emphasis on that. The book plays on the opposites attract, neighbors to lovers, irritation turn chemistry. What made you
Yes.
fall in love with this kind of setup?
I think the moment I wrote in line, I think that the book starts with "I'm going to kill him." I wrote that line and I giggled because I think in my mind I knew this was about to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this was about to be hilarious because honestly, the man is not doing anything wrong on paper. Zach is playing music, he's cleaning his house, he is building stuff. But to stage, he could just do it when she's not there. You know?
Yeah.
Um, so the moment I wrote the line, I'm going to kill him, it really just set the tone for what the family man was going to be. Hello, everybody. I'm
Sage
seeing
and
people talk
Zach
some.
banter is fucking hilarious. Do
Thank
you
you.
write dialogue first or build a scene around their voices?
Um, I I write everything at once.
Mm.
So, right now I'm writing a Christmas book. I'm writing everything all at once. So I'm not separating anything. It just we are gonna flow. And if it doesn't flow, that the book can't come out. So I might write the scene first, the setting. It's based on a chapter. It's a lot of different things. That's a really good question. But I write everything compact in one. So I don't separate
Mm.
um dialogue or story. Everything because sometimes I think in like Sage and Zach, I might be writing a setting on some, oh, perfect example, the dog poop. The
Mm-hmm.
dog poop in Sage and Zach's book. That was a setting, but I had to stick in dialogue to make it funny.
Mm.
So, does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
Okay, I don't want to sound like I'm going crazy, but that's literally how I do it. I write it all at once to
And I think
create
that's
whatever moment.
cool because I do that because I feel like I would lose it if I don't.
You
Because sometimes
would?
I feel I do that, like just continue and write and then worry
Yeah,
about it later
yeah.
because I feel like I'll lose my train of thought.
Agreed. Agreed.
So
I would definitely lose my train of thought too. And then I'll be like, what was I going to write here? And then I get
exactly.
frustrated because I know that what I was going to write would have been awesome. And I
Yeah.
don't have it. Hmm.
So
For sure.
what does loving thy neighbor really look like when two flawed people try to meet in the middle?
It looks like good food, great spice, lots of laugh, great times. It looks like two different dynamics coming together.
Mm.
It looks harmonious. It looks
Mhm.
chaotic. I think it does. It does. And chaos causes romance in my mind. A little bit of chaos. A little bit of chaos causes romance.
Mm.
But that's how it looks like to me. I know it should be like a real fancy answer, but that's how it looks like to me.
So I
Okay.
didn't get to the second book, which I'm gonna go back and read. But
That's all right.
we're gonna get to the Cursed Chalice.
Hi.
Woo! Okay. So why did you want to be a part of the Wanderlust Emporium multi-author project? Like what excited you the most about the shared world concept?
So Tia Rain, Ivy Harper, hi Ivy, and myself, we write a lot together, and
Mm-hmm.
we are really good friends. And Tia Rain has been talking about this Wondless Emporium thing for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Storm, if you get to know me, if you tell me, oh my God, Katie, I want to sell lemonade to next year. And I want my lemonade to be the best lemonade in the world. I'm gonna say, let's find the lemons. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, we're gonna do that next year. Like I'm gonna be a number one cheerleader, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna find vendors. I like to get stuff done.
Yeah, yeah.
So Tia Rain is telling me constantly she wants to do this Wonderlust Emporium. I really want to do this. And I sent her a notebook and I was like, look, let's do it. And she designed this whole Wonderless Emporium. But here the thing, right, Storm? I am not a paranormal fantasy writer.
You could have fooled me.
Right? So when she designed the Wonderless Emporium, it's not like I didn't consider myself to be in it. I was just like, well, I'm so happy you designed this. Congratulations. I'm so happy you designed this. Congratulations. And she's like, you're not writing with us. I'm like, yeah, for sure. No, I'm telling her. We were laughing at this just this morning. I'm saying, yeah, for sure. I'm definitely going. I'm so excited, but I'm dying. Because I don't know about no magic, right?
Yeah.
I read a lot. I read everything. Omegaverse, BL, AA, whatever it is, I'm reading it. But darling, honey, let me tell you something, huh? I had no intention of writing no paranormal. My intention, honestly, was to say peace and love, all the best on this project. All the best on this project. I will support you. But no, that's not how it work out.
First of all, I love Tia Rain because Beast will ever be my fucking fucking book.
She's an awesome writer.
I don't care what nobody say. Beast is like my
awesome writer.
favorite.
She's an awesome writer, but she's also a very sweet person too.
She is. I got to interview her. She was really sweet.
She's really sweet.
How does the Cursed Chalice differ from your usual contemporary kind of almost rom-com type style?
What? There might be wrong. Thing about the Cursed Chalice. When I tell you, I step out my comfort zone with this book because it's not contemporary. It's not a rom-com. It have things swinging in the air. This one is a god. That one is a titan. This one have a sword. Everything was different. When I tell you, Storm, if Tyrion was here, I cry. Every day I was quitting. If Ivy Harper's in the comments, Ivy tell them it's the truth every single day. So I quitting today, I go and tell Casey. I call Casey, I was like, yo, today's the day. Today's the day, babes. Today's the day. I done there. I done. And I writing no magic book. It's just like I'm talking about every morning at 10 because I write every day. Even some paragraphs I'm going to write. I call Casey every morning like, yo.
She said you 9,000 times.
about I don't know if Ivy's here still, but I quit about from when we start writing August. From August to October the 24th, a cuss and a quit. A cuss and a quit for the whole time. So the writing process for this was very messy. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna tell you, oh my God, this was such a magical process. And the way my brain, no babes, no honey, a cuss, cry, and I was a mess.
Oh my God.
I was a hot mess. Right, and because I'm still shocked to this day the success this book is having because I'm just like, this book was so hard to write.
So
every day I quit.
So was stepping into fantasy mythology and magic systems liberating a little bit or intimidating, or was it a little bit of both?
It was both, because here what? It's intimidating because I also read books that have fantasy writers, right? And people who write fantasy, yourself included, people who write fantasy deserve awards. Yeah, because nothing is normal.
Yeah.
Within fantasy, a cup could talk to you, a bed could sort of shake and dance. Yeah. Nothing is normal in fantasy, and I
mean, mine was a level of
appreciation, right?
Yeah.
Right. I grew up a level of appreciation for fantasy writers. Was it liberating? Yes, because while I was cussing and getting ridiculous, and I was getting close to the chapters, I realized, hold on, I ain't too bad.
You are not. You are good.
I ain't too bad at this. But yo, it was both liberating, it was intimidating, and I just grew to appreciate and respect fantasy writers way more.
Mm. So let's talk about Aries. Lord
Mm-mm.
Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Aries or Arc? Which one you want?
Oh God. We'll start with Eric. It's Eric?
Arc.
Alec. Alec.
Arc.
Girl.
Arc, yeah.
We gonna just say
Listen,
Einstein.
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Mr. Monster. We're gonna say Mr. Monster. All right.
Right.
Let's start with him. The whole situation, how he got played by the gods,
Yes.
was so fucked up. What
Thank you.
inspired this tortured, powerful anti-hero?
I love a good if it's one thing I like to achieve in a book is the first chapter should grab my audience. If the
Mm.
first chapter does not grab you in one of my books, I have failed as a writer in my mind. I really want you hooked from chapter one. And I think death always hook people. Death and pain hooks a reader. No, Storm, for real. Death and pain hooks a reader more than anything else because it's so relatable.
Mm.
And seeing the woman that you thought you were protecting
Woo.
die in front of your
Whoa.
face, and
I
you're
wanted to
powerless.
choke Aphrodite so
Yeah.
much between her and Zeus. But continue.
But and to say I wanted to choke Aphrodite and Zeus makes sense because, as I tell you, some I do mad research. So I could do like nearly a month into research. While doing research, I realized that there were people who actually still worship Hecate.
Mm-hmm.
So that means as a religion, I can't mess up this character. You know? Aphrodite and Zeus characters in real Greek mythology, they're horrible people.
Horrible.
Right? So I can't have Aphrodite being, I mean, yeah, she's a goddess of love, but I can't have her being this sweet, lovable person in a book. In real Greek mythology, Aphrodite and Ares are lovers,
Yes.
even though she is married to Hephaestus.
That she treated like shit.
But and honestly, between both of us and the whole of the TikTok, when I started to write, I was thinking of either Hephaestus or Ares. Those were the two gods I was thinking about writing. Ares won, but Hephaestus wasn't even running.
He deserves a good happy ever after because they treat
I
him like
really
shit.
want him to have one. I really want him to have one because, and when I was doing research, she treated this man like crap. So I
Yes.
could not have Aphrodite being nice in this book. And then I realized a lot of people know Greek mythology.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I love Greek mythology too, but I had to treat it like a real thing because I did not want anybody to come and say, oh my God, Katie, Aries will never do that. Aries wouldn't do it. And Paige, so and so, oh, girl, I can't wait for you to write your first book. When people start coming into your DMs, it's going to be fun.
Man, they
Aries will
can
never
suck
do
my
that.
continue.
But I really wanted to keep it as close as possible to the real thing. Not real, well, I'm not talking about real thing, but
you
close to
did.
real myths.
You
Yeah.
did because each god, because Poseidon, what people don't realize is that he great Medusa.
You're sure
That's
about
the
that?
person that great Medusa and that Athena turned her back on.
And Athena is not a nice person either. Who
So
does that? This girl was a priestess in your temple.
and then
What?
you have Zeus who constantly great women and deliberately did crazy shit to fucking Hera who turned
Agreed.
psycho because he kept
Agreed.
cheating on her. And then you
Yeah.
have what's his name with the wine?
Dionysus.
Dionysus is an asshole. Apollo
Cool
is
one.
stuck up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing was that Hecate is the mother, is what is it? The
Magic.
no, the three women is the mother, daughter, and crone.
It's like a trinity.
Yeah, she's a trinity. So she is
Yeah.
always for women. She is always for children. and she punishes those that wrong them. So so she is a protector any damn way. She is a key
Mother, maiden, and crone.
So mother, maiden, and crone. So you did it perfectly well, and the reason a lot of people still pay homage to Hecate is because mother, maiden, and crone.
She's a badass god. No, there's no other way. There's no other way to describe Hecate.
Because she is
it.
Because in some cultures she is Isis, she is Hecate, and she is Lilith.
Yep, Lilith. Yep.
So I definitely love, because the little magic person in me was happy.
I'm so happy.
So how you say Soraya? Soraya. Whew, child. Let me tell you something. Her fiance, baby, she good, because that man,
I'd have slapped him.
Man, slapping him, baby, a t-shirt. He would have been on a t-shirt, because the way he was trying her. See, that's the epitome of love bomb. That he is the epitome of. He waited until she was at her darkest hour.
That's right.
And just did her dirty, and then her family, these money grabbing sons of Michelle.
Michelle hit you, right? Michelle.
Bruh, I was winding my arm.
Do you like what I did with Michelle at the end? Do you like what I did with Michelle at the end? Because I didn't want to give Michelle, because I think in everybody in the whole book, right? The person, I understood Elias was bad, but you gave me money to run. I believed in you as a cousin, right? I believed in you, and then you betrayed me with the same man that was making me feel like crap. You can't die by a bullet, friend. It's not going to work.
Girl.
She had to get it.
I was just too over it. Like, I just wanted to reach in there and just let me do it. Let me do it. Girl, tag me in. That's how I was feeling. So what do you love most about her strength and her vulnerability?
I think from the beginning of the book, I don't think this man had his ex-girlfriends as bridesmaids. Let me just start with that. Right?
Yeah, I about fell out on that shit.
He had his ex-girlfriends that she didn't realize as yet. She had his ex-girlfriends as bridesmaids.
Child. Yeah? 4 of them.
So it took a lot for Soraya to literally get up and run. To run on a wedding day is a whole different story.
Yeah.
It takes a different level of strength to say, you know what? This might not be the man for me. Because some women is go through it and say, no. Some women know their husbands are a whole red flag. But because he wedding outside, people waiting, I'll marry him still. Maybe he might change. So Ryan at that moment was like, I don't think I could go through this. We need to run now. Like now.
Yo, and my polar baby Nisha. I just love her. Little tink.
You like her?
Yes, the little tink tink.
She was a late addition because I think children soften scenes. I think children bring humor also. Yeah. And the things that I want to say a big adult can't say that wouldn't hit well. Like the things Nisha could say, Soraya definitely can't say. See, you know, kind of thing?
Yeah.
So Nisa was just the perfect balance of just keeping comedy, keeping a scene stable, a nice lightning rod also to bounce off when they are both not talking to each other. She will keep the table conversation going while they both are angry. Nisa happens to be one of my favorite characters in that book.
You mean when they was angry and horny and in denial?
Yeah.
There's this dynamic in the story that is dark and it's addictive and emotionally intense. How do you balance lust, danger, and fate? Because there's a lot of fate up in that motherfucker.
Yeah. Listen now. Storm, I want to tell you a real fancy answer, but I don't have it. I want to tell you something, real. Oh my God. So what happens is I really don't have it. What it is again to me, what it is to me really, Gil, is just it really boils down to pacing. I think
Yeah.
that really forms a. I mean, I know it sounds silly, but pacing really forms a good balance because
Yeah.
it tells me where, who, when. So, for example, let's go back to Nisa. Without Nisa on that table, we'll have a man and a woman who want to be spicy but they're vexed with each other.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't talk. And if they talk, it'll be angry. But with Nisa there, it balances the dynamic. So I guess pacing and character placement. Hey, yes, I'm fancy there. Placing and character placement, all joke aside, really forms the balance of spiciness, tension, fate. Character placement plays a big part in this book
Yeah.
because Phobos entrance is one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Phobos entrance is one of my
That's
favorite because
it is.
Phobos and Deimos, I had
Those
to do
twins.
research. Yeah, I had to do, and they really are in Greek mythology. They really are Aries sons. They are the real sons of Aries in Greek mythology, and Deimos is what we fear on the outside, like a man coming gets a gun with you, a dog running
Yeah.
to you. Phobos is based on phobias. So when he touched that boy head and he goes, "Let me see what's in your mind," I was just like, okay, I think I have something here. I think
Yeah. Yeah.
Phobos' entrance was one of my in all the entrances I've written in characters. He appeared so
Smooth.
relaxed, smooth.
Smooth. And let
Like
him
what
a,
am I?
let him a square like, yeah.
Yeah, like why am I here? Like what? Yeah, I'm a god of. Why are you calling me to clean up bodies? Why are there
Man.
bodies? Who is
And
she?
the duality of Arius and Eric, well, Einstein, Mr. Monster, whatever. The duality of the personalities is so realistic because how we have one side of the wolf and then the other side. And I love that dynamic right there.
I think it
So
was the hardest thing to write. I think to this
why?
day, and I'll tell you why. With okay, for like a character with Rat, I know he's horrible. He's horrible. He has grey values. He's gonna speak badly. I can write that for a whole book. But now I have two men in the same body, and I have to have the reader identify who is Arak, who is Aries or Mr. Monster. And it can't be, I didn't want it to be something cliche like Aries like a pink, like Aries like blue, Arak like black. I didn't want it to be, you understand what I mean, right? I didn't want it to be, I don't like peppers, Aries like peppers. It had to be based on the way they speak, based on the way they handle situations, based on
Yeah.
the way, that was so, I think that was the most challenging thing.
I
Had
think
to keep a
oh go ahead. Go ahead.
sorry, honey, to keep a character, to keep two characters, it's writing two characters within the same line. That's what it is.
I think it was so easy to okay, in the beginning it was so easy to know Arius because he was violent. He was violent. And just like when Cherry and him was fucking, he was like, "Man, fuck all that talking shit. Get down
Bippity
on your
boppity
knees.
boo.
I need you to get to moving, bitch. Get that
Yeah.
shit together." So and then you had the other side where he was more calm and really thinking
Yes.
about the consequences of everything.
Yes.
But when it came to her, they both was on some crazy shit because I'm gonna talk about
Yeah.
that motherfucking store clerk. How you gonna tell that man he was gonna have his mama burying him? What type of he just was? How the hell he supposed to know? She said y'all wasn't together.
Yeah, and they weren't. They weren't together. Like,
So I felt her when she was like, "You are not my husband, and I am
yeah.
not your slave."
Like we're not together. He and I think if I remember because I'm writing a new book. By the way, when I'm writing a new book, the old book is got your head up. at least in me, because the new book has taken. With Aries, he was on the phone. He was on the phone and he just turned around and he heard her say, "That's not my husband." He ready to blow up the whole mall. Everybody dead. But
And
babe, the truth is, you're not her husband, honey. You're not her husband. Like,
yeah,
calm down.
yeah,
We're not together.
but that shit was so fucking funny. So what does a chalice symbolize in their story? Like the power, curse, connection. What does it, or does it symbolize like love, true love?
It symbolizes, oh, for me when I wrote it, it was holding, to me it's holding someone in or holding someone back. Because the child just, it does represent love in my mind. There's a
Mm-hmm.
woman's soul trapped in this thing. Her
Mm-hmm.
soul is trapped. And yes, love is gonna free her. But it's the chalice to me is one of the most trapping. The chalice is suffocating. That's how I view it. Because this woman is, she is trapped. There's a video I made of this woman just floating in a stasis on
Mm-hmm.
my page. And that's what it is. She's not dead, she's not alive. Her soul is just trapped. And the chalice is literally like a chain that is over Aries' head and Eric's head. It's a chain. This chalice has caused them to get a slight level of schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Um, this chalice cost somebody their lives. So it really represents, yeah, it represents his guilt and keeping a
Yeah.
trap. Like it really does. It's the chalice is not good. It's a whatever. It doesn't represent anything loving. It's a sad story behind it. So when it finally breaks, it's an amazing thing.
But see, I once again it goes back to Zeus, old bitch ass,
Girl, he
because
didn't have to do so much.
he was
He
doing
didn't have to do
too
so much.
much,
Too
too
much.
much.
In fact, when I was writing that scene, I was like, I wonder if that's too much, boy. Because she trapped inside the chalice. Now he cursed. He got split personality. Another person that he falls in love with has to die. Is that too, like, I was literally like, is that too much? Is that too
No,
much? And I was
it
like,
was.
no, it's a
It
god.
wasn't. But I mean, you could see the culprits of everything.
Yep, agreed.
Which scene between Eris and Soraya and Eric surprised you the most while you were writing?
The mirror scene.
Mm.
And that's all I'm going to say because I don't know. Is it the mirror scene? I know people talk about the kitchen. The kitchen was just one. It's easy to write a spicy scene between a man and a woman, one character. But I had to write a scene. When I tell it was like it was like planning a choreography. It was like planning a choreography because I now have a person in a mirror, a person in the middle, and a person on the other side. And I have to make this hot. Right? I have to make this that was hard to write. That was hard to write. When I finished with my scene, I closed my laptop and I went outside and watched TV. I was like, yeah, that's it for the day. That's it. And by the way, I write all my spicy scenes last. Again, it's a bad habit. Yeah, yeah. If it's a bad habit, I would write the whole book. And I would literally have placeholder, like all the things I want, placeholder. Katie, please put Racine, have Aries do X, have him say he loves her here. And after I just cry to myself because once I press the end, I'm like, oh my god, I ended. And then Casey tearing goes, no heifer, you have to write your spicy scenes. Excuse me. It always happens. I'm always like, oh my god, the book is done. I'm free. She goes, you have to write the spicy scenes. I always write it last.
So okay, the book hints danger, desire, and the possibility of love at the ultimate risk. What message you were hoping readers took away from this book?
That love creates sacrifice.
Mm,
Because um Talia had to sacrifice herself. And Sarai became the sacrifice.
mm,
And Aries had to sacrifice his power. I know this
mm,
answer because that's what that question, not in that way, is what I asked myself when I was after I finished read the first scene with Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
I asked myself, so like what is it? And it's literally love equals sacrifice. That's because when I mean think about it, Storm. Each and everybody had to sacrifice something in the name of love.
Mm. Yeah, my body
Yeah.
for kids. Shit. If I can get some abs back, I'll be happy. Do you plan to expand any side characters into their own stories, either within the Wanderlust world or your own universe?
Look at the joke with this. The in Unexpectedly in Love, I wrote a character called Sid. And Sid was not supposed to get a book. Sid was just a character. I was like, oh my god, he stutters, this wee little cocky, like ha ha ha, this is funny. Wrote the book, and everybody loves Sid. Had no intentions of writing a book. No, I have to. With this book, Demos and Phobos have been the question of the century. And I am just like, I guess I'll give them a book sometime in the future. I'm never gonna say no because inspiration comes out of nowhere sometimes. But Demos has been the most requested book from this series. Like they're like, oh my god, are you gonna write Demos book after? Now I don't know how. I mean maybe it's a Caribbean girl, but Demos and Phobos are the two books I may do. I may do Demos and Phobos, but this is a lot of listen, Storm, writing Shadows of Forever, and your book have a man with wings on it. You writing fantasy. Big up to all big up to all the paranormal and fantasy writers listening to this. I had to go back in that world. Storm. I like myself, you know. I like myself. And if I don't write Phobos and Demos again, that's research. That's pain. That's magic.
Yes.
Uh-huh. That's real nice. That's real nice. But you know what? I would never say never, and most likely I'll do it. Most likely.
I need these people books.
I'm so happy you guys enjoyed it. Seriously, I really on a on a really night that I published it, I went to bed. I was like, people are gonna be like, what the hell she write? Casey's like, nah, we'll be fine. I was like, yo, I'm not looking back at that story because no.
That book is so damn good.
As a research, I think the research, standing on good research creates a good book. I'll forever say that. Research is hard. It's a pain. I don't like it. But I don't like it. Because the hours of doing on research, it could be writing. But if you have good research, you could get good characters, you know? But yeah. Did you like the scene with the painting? Did that come across well? When Aphrodite showed her the painting with yeah.
Just hearing her name just makes my whole soul cringe.
You should see the way you just roll your eyes just now.
I do not like her.
The way you roll your eyes just now.
Girl, cause I just if someone tells me I ain't never loved you in the first place,
Hey,
that is the moment you just said cut ties. Hey,
I don't leave. But Aphrodite's obsessed with love and winning love. That's what she is in a Greek mythology, and that's what she is to Ares. She's obsessed with being his girl, and it's obsession. It's obsession.
Right.
If you saw the way you just rolled your eyes, I said Aphrodite, and your eyes connected to the back of your eyebrows and come back down.
I do not like her. So what can readers expect next from you? Like more contemporary romance, more fantasy, more sprinkle of spice?
I'm writing a Christmas book right now. Short, sweet novella, because I have never done one. I mean, because in my mind, if I could write a paranormal book, I could write anything. Right? So I'm writing Christmas book. And then on January the 1st, when I put my pick up back my pen, I'm writing Dax. And girl, I ain't lying to tell you, I don't do psycho well. At least in my mind. Like I love to read books where people going bam 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 and somebody slides across the floor and somebody jumps off a building. I in my mind, I don't do action well. So for Dax is going to be I'm a really, yeah, Dax is going to be a hard book to write. But January 1st, I start writing Dax because I want him to come out maybe May, June. So I'm right. What I do all the time is I write something fun and fluffy, something sweet, something fun, because Dax is going to be what I think is dark. So my Christmas book is gonna be cutesy, putsy, funny, and then
You're gonna
because
get
at the end of third book, this man is playing. Do you get Easter eggs in the book? So because at the end of Tarek's book, he is playing Paula Abdul. I can't believe he was playing some Paula Abdul song or Opposites Attracts. So that is supposed to tell the reader, hey, Doc's book. Right. That's what I do.
Oh.
So when I put his song in, and his father rings and say, hey, I need you to come to your house because you need to I'm doing a wife, like you have to get a wife. And the books end with Paula Abdul saying opposite attracts. It tells you what Doc's book is going to be like. I do it in all my books. People never pick it up, but in every book I drop little Easter eggs just for you to see, to pick up, to get you ready for, hi Lola, to get you ready for the next book.
Okay. Now I know.
Yes.
All right. So how has the Black romance and multicultural romance community supported or shaped you along your author journey?
I have a group of readers who are, people that say that we best friends. I don't even like to call them fans. I have a group of readers who are like family. Like, I couldn't, the nice thing about Black women is that we are the best. And it's not even Black women alone because it's different women inside of the group, but it's majority Black women. We are the best encouragers. Like, girl, you could do this. Girl, you could get this. So there are days where I say, oh my God, today's not the day. I could go in my group and say, today is not the day. And by the time I close my eyes and open it, I have a group of women who are waiting to support me. The interracial romance space has treated me so nicely. Like, you all welcome me. So I love this space. I love this space so much because no girl, for real. They treat me really nice. The little DMs, the little hugs, and my DMs are always lit up. And I know some writers are like, I don't like to go in my DMs. I just go in mine. Yeah, I just go in mine. And it's little things. Hey, I enjoy this book. Keep on doing your good work. Those little lines that these women send are like the best lines. I don't think people understand how great it is when you see it and you have days where you don't feel like writing. Because not every day I'm gonna say, haha, I'm gonna be KT Adler today and I'm gonna write a great book. Life happens. People get sick. Somebody dies.
Yeah.
The car break down. The tree fall down on the house. I don't want to write in times like that. So when somebody comes into my inbox or one of my people say, hey Katie, we appreciate what you're doing, girl. It's like a hug over the internet. So the women in this space have treated me so nice. I can't even lie to you.
I love that. So where can readers find your books?
On Amazon. You could follow KT Alder on Amazon. I haven't decided to put them on my website as yet. But Amazon definitely. Audible for Rhett. Tarek comes out, I think, in about a month or two. I have to check with now people but everything is on Amazon.
Okay.
So far.
So are you doing any book signings, virtual events, conventions?
I want to tell you a little secret, right?
What's that?
I really love I will come to a book event and nobody will know I'm there. I know.
If I hear
You know
your
the
voice,
bands
I
like,
know.
yeah, yeah, that's a truth. That's a truth. But I've gone to events and nobody knows I'm there. I'll hug writers, encourage them, and leave.
Wow.
I don't know. I go say hi to people. Hi, how you going? I love your book. Like I'll walk up to you when you come to your book sign. It's like, oh my god, I love your book. Hugs. She does. I hide. I do hide. I hide a lot. I hide. So I'll come to book signing sometime. I
Hmm.
have anxiety.
I get that. I get that. You should do small events then.
I will definitely do a small event next year, most likely. But we'll see. But if anybody's struggling, like if you're doing a boozy book tour next year, most likely I'm buying tickets to come. Most likely I'm gonna walk around the room and say hi to everybody, like, oh my god, could you see my book? Because I'm a even though I'm a writer, I was a reader first.
Yeah. Well,
So
we have the interracial multicultural event in Colorado.
when
June 18th, 19th and 20th.
I'll put it under maybe. I'm not telling you yes, because if I say yes to some people here, I wouldn't hear the end of it. But you're getting better than what most people, because I got invited to a lot of things last year.
Hmm.
And I said, thank you so much for inviting me. This is lovely. I will be there, but to support.
I'm dead. It's a small event. It's a very small event.
Yeah, okay. Well, if it's small, I'm all team. Let's do this.
It won't be over 15 ounces
And
there.
I love Colorado. I love Colorado. It's pretty. I went about 2 years ago, and it's America is so big.
It is.
And I know it sounds crazy that I'm saying that I'm from the Caribbean, all in my island, small. America is so big and so pretty. Colorado is gorgeous.
Hmm.
So I could do I could do Colorado next year.
Okay.
We'll talk about that.
Okay. I'm i I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you. I'm gonna let you decide it. I ain't even gonna
Yes.
pressure you. I
Are
maybe
you are you are you
Shannon might get in your DMs pressure you, but I'm gonna let you call it.
how may I ask a question though? How are you going with your shadow and a forever book? Come back, baby, come back. Come back,
Uh,
honey. Come, darling. Tell
uh,
Auntie Tia. Tell Auntie Katie. Tell
uh,
her.
it's with the editor right now.
Look at you. I'm
It's
excited.
yeah. I
No, I'm
just
excited. It's gonna be successful.
I'm gonna speak that into existence. I guess I'm just tired of the story.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I
I,
tell you, you will never want to see that book again. When I say to you, you will never want to see that book again.
I'm
After the edits come back to you and you have to do it one, two, three times, you will never want to see that book again.
I'm already tired of it before the editor got it. I'm just exhausted from that damn
I'm
story.
excited for you though. I'm excited. I like when because it's your first book, right?
Yeah.
I heard you when you were talking to Kenya go, well, hi Kenya, and you were telling me it's your first book, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And I saw the cover. The cover is hot like hell. So
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
I'm excited for you.
So, do you have a readers group, right? And newsletter?
Yes.
And could you tell everybody how they can get to both?
Okay, my newsletter is at author KTAdler.com. Just go there and sign up. It's at the bottom of the page. My group is called KT and Company because I'm a
That's cute.
company of great women. KT and Co. It's just KT and Co.
Mm.
Literally. And that's it. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, TikTok as KT Adler.
Okay. If you could drop some advice for newer authors, like right at this moment, what would you tell them?
Right. Forget. Don't overthink it. Don't let people come and tell you, I don't think you can do it, honey. You wouldn't become an author unless you're right.
Mm.
You need before anybody could give you any advice about anything, any edits. You can't edit an empty page.
Mm.
So Believe in yourself. I know that sounds corny. Believe in yourself, but you have to write. Treat writing like a job. If you want to take this seriously, don't treat it as something you want to do today and next week you don't want to do it, but today come back to it. This is as serious. It's a craft. And if
Yeah.
you're learning to build a table, you have taken time to learn to build a table. If
Yeah.
you're learning to build a house, you'd have taken time. And I'm still learning. Trust me, Gil, I'm learning still. But in order for you to do anything, you have to write first. So to anybody who's listening, if you want to become an author, you can't become an author without words. You have to write.
Facts. Now, what do you want readers to feel when they pick up one of your books?
Joy. I want you to feel, the drama is great, but I really want you to feel some sort of joy. I want when you close the book, you have a little, what do you call it, a little hangover, a little book hangover, a little book hangover, and I also want you wanting more. In Trinidadian culture, we feed you when we like you. We cook, we feed you, and when I feed you, I hope when we're cooking good that you'll say, "Can I have a next plate, please?" I think it's the same approach I bring in books where you say, "Hey, can I have a next book, please?" So, and the only way I could say you could do that is if you feel some kind of good connection with it. So I really like when people experience most of the time joy while reading my book.
So I am about to do your outro, and I'm gonna let you get out of
Aw,
here. This has been a really good conversation.
thank you so much, Tom. I was so nervous, but I had such a great time. You're officially the first interview I accepted, by the way.
I feel
Yeah, you are the first interview. I've gotten a lot of people to ask me, but you're the first interview I actually said, I will do it with her. I like her. So thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you, Shannon, for bringing you up because.
Thank you, Shannon and Miss Chocolate Lover.
So let me get this outro done. KT Alder, thank you for sharing your world, your characters, your creative heart with us on Black Girl Tired Book Talk. You've shown how romance can be sweet, messy, culturally rich, and full of laughter and longing. From the Lakeshore Men to the Sprinkle of Spice Neighbors to God's Cursed by Fate, your catalog gives Black readers and all readers stories stories where we are desired, complicated, powerful, loved, and worthy. And for anybody who sees this on YouTube, get her books. Get her books, join her reader group, and grab the books wherever she sells them. So as I always say, stay loud, stay loved, and stay Black on motherfucking purpose.
Bye, guys.
See y'all.